I wish we had done just a little bit of research. I'm convinced that this enterprise is a tax dodging scheme.
Welcome to Direct to Video.
VHS?
A podcast where we pair movies like fine wine.
Like like
Uh-oh.
box wine, maybe? That's a bit expired and has been left open for a couple of days.
Some days we pair them like fine wine.
Today wasn't one of those.
I kind of want to get our opinions out here on the top. What did you think of Swan Princess, the movie?
I thought it was. I actually wrote it down while I was taking notes on this one. This pacing is not great. What is this movie's point?
The pacing was rough, but I fucking enjoyed a lot of the things this movie did. I thought that its core storytelling could be like way cleaner, and we'll get into what I actually liked and didn't like about it. But I thought that you could kind of tell that the director had directed Disney movies, because like there was a certain amount of competence that was just fucking refreshing after watching Quest for Camelot.
Yeah.
Like, there was an amount of, I know what I'm doing. Now, it didn't end up being a very good movie. But it ended up being a movie that was well-made enough that I could sit through it, and if somebody asked me to watch it again, I probably would.
I would not. But it really does skirt that line.
If a kid was...
Oh, okay.
Like, yeah, like, hey, can you watch this movie with me? I wouldn't probably do it for myself, but like for somebody else, be like,
yeah, I wouldn't put up a fuss.
Okay. Yeah,
I wouldn't suggest other better movies. Well, I think Swan Princess isn't a movie that you should be ashamed of liking when you were a kid. I think it's a perfectly good like movie. Like if somebody was like, "Oh, I grew up on Quest for Camelot," I would like throw tea at them and chase them out of house and home.
Have you seen Quest for Camelot?
Like, did you grow up on it, or was it more like an Eyes Wide Shut situation where it was kind of forced upon you, like a plague? But this movie, yeah, I can see why people regard it fondly. It's got a lot of good things. It's just it's not all there.
Do you know what I found out when I was looking up the soundtrack?
Yeah.
These are original songs and don't seem to have taken music from the ballet they're based on.
That's insane to me.
That's fucking crazy. I had assumed when I started the movie. Actually, you know what? Why don't we start... why don't we do some background on it before we get into that?
Well, so there is like no background on this movie. Like,
yes,
it is wholly devoid of all form. Richard Rich was one of several animators to leave Disney during the 80s kind of change in management. He formed his own company, and this film was actually created using the hand-painted cell technique that Disney had abandoned. It took 4 years to make this movie.
Isn't that crazy? This movie, I have to say this, it looks good. It's not the greatest, and it's not like Sleeping Beauty, and it's not even like The Lion King. But unlike I'm gonna keep on comparing it to this because we just watched it. Unlike Quest for Camelot, for instance, there aren't shortcuts taken.
Yeah,
the effort was put in.
The effort was put in. It's just it feels like a lot of the head of staff were competent and some even talented. It feels to me like a lot of the in-betweeners, a lot of the low-level staff just couldn't keep up because there's a lot of animation that pops a bit too much or isn't properly synced up.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I also did not love most of the character design. There wasn't really any characters that were like horrible to look at.
Yeah,
but like Odette just kind of looks like a princess, and Derek just kind of looks like a prince. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's not a lot that really sticks with you about those characters.
There is no defining silhouette in this movie. Everything about this movie is kind of instantaneously forgettable.
As far as visuals go, there are some things I do genuinely like about the story of this movie. So
yeah.
Are we just gonna jump into it?
Yeah, for sure. Let's jump into it. Let's start with the fact that's not what a baby looks like. That's
well. Here's my problem with the opening scene. So the opening scene opens on Odette being born, well, having been born, because it's about her and the king. Not,
yeah.
I guess her mom just died. During birth, maybe.
I watched this like 2 days ago. Isn't the prince narrating over all of this?
Is that the prince?
I thought it was. I'm not so sure now. That
wouldn't make any sense for the 7-minute opening number they do. They have a scene that's just the opening scene from Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah, it's just like the King Neckbeard is sad and wants a heir. He gets one.
Well, and then there's the boy who's a few years older than Odette. 8 years, 5 years. It's unclear.
It's really hard to tell, especially because that's not what a baby looks like. So who knows how old anyone is in this movie?
And so there's a scene that's just an exact mirror of the prince going to see Aurora in Sleeping Beauty. And that's what made me think that when I saw that, I thought, oh, it's Sleeping Beauty. But this movie was probably also built around music that already existed, just like Sleeping Beauty was. And that'll be interesting. But it's fucking not.
Oh, man.
Which is so weird because that music was made in the 1800s. It's definitely free, right?
Like, yeah,
it's get it and then make songs out of it,
or even just do like a little sting at the beginning. That's like, oh, that's the song from the actual Broadway or ballet thing.
Ballet, yeah. It's not. I mean, there may have been some in the, but it's such a musical movie that the fact that they did not use this music that
there is like a song every 2 minutes in this movie.
Yes, and here's my possibly unpopular opinion. I think most of these songs are completely inoffensive and basically fine.
They're all right. Yeah, no, there is not a song in this movie that I would consider terrible.
Oh no, there fucking is. There is one.
Is there? I don't remember. I watched this movie 2 days ago and it evaporated from my brain.
Well. Did you just maybe watch the other movie?
I just watched the other one.
This other song was in that movie too.
Oh, then yes. If it was in that movie, then it was terrible because all of the songs in that movie were just bad. Oof.
We'll talk about it when we get to it. But the first song is this 7 to 9 minute scene.
Well, before we get to that, I just really want to talk about the kind of basic setup of this plot, which is that King Neckbeard has a daughter. He's hoping him and this queen are
Oh, no.
Oh, sorry.
She's not a fucking queen. They call her the widow. In the next movie, she's suddenly a goddamn queen.
Yeah, no, I thought she was a queen in this movie as well.
Mm-mm. She's like a rich person.
Oh, okay, so she's just a noble. Well, they really play fast and loose with kings and queens in this movie, though.
They fucking do. That's the craziest bit, and there's a big moment for that, and I want to talk about it then. Maybe she's some kind of lesser queen, but I don't think so. I don't think they say that.
So the queen and the queen and the king are hatching this plan to have their kids marry each other, but there is an evil sorcerer named Rothbart who wants to take over. Who wants to take over the kingdom by mastering the forbidden arts.
No, okay. Again, that's set in the second movie, and it's fucking ludicrous.
Yeah, I think in this movie they just call it dark magic.
Yeah, he's like, I have all this fucking cool dark magic, and I'm gonna kill you with it. And the king breaks all his shit, and was like, well, now you don't have dark magic. I guess, because I guess you need stuff. This
also really felt like a punching the computer screen to take out the computer moment.
But it works!
Well, no, because the dude still has magic.
No, he doesn't. I mean, he gets it back. He even tells the king, I'm just gonna get my magic back. but he's gone for like 18 years. That's pretty good when you're just punching a computer screen.
I guess, yeah, it's not insubstantial. So the king doesn't kill Rothbart. I don't know why he doesn't kill this guy. This guy's like...
Because the last thing he does is threaten him.
Dr. Eggman looking ass motherfucker.
Yeah, he actually looks a lot like the villain from Quest for Camelot. Which
but a little less... He looks a little less like an ogre and more like a human being.
Yeah, he looks less completely greasy.
Yeah, that's it. And I do want to emphasize how much like a total stooge the king looks like in this movie. Like, he does not look kingly.
He doesn't.
He looks like a toad man. So now we can get into this like 7-minute long song, which is all right. It's like a montage of these two kids growing up and hating each other.
It's not a very good song, but
I liked it. I thought it was fun.
It's cute, but like some of the rhymes are like real forced and not very good.
Oh yeah, but you know, like this is a movie for babies.
But it's a 7-minute song,
and
I was like, that's so fucking bold. These are people who watched Beauty and the Beast and were like, yeah, we can do that too. And they couldn't, but they fucking tried, and good for them.
And this isn't like the only 7-minute long song in this movie. There is another one.
But the thing is, what I actually really like is that these two children being absolute shits to each other feels so real sometimes.
It feels good.
Yeah. And it's like... how their relationship is changing, because it ages them all the way from like 4 to like 18, so this is like a 14-year jump.
Montage, yeah.
And the way it shows them, like when they're little, they just straight up fight, and when they're older, the prince has a friend, but the princess doesn't because she's from another kingdom.
Yeah.
And so they kind of like pick on her and mess with her, and then when they're older again, the prince gets mad because she's like flirting with other dudes. Like, this is interesting.
Yeah, there's a lot of dynamism in their growing up montage. It's really interesting to see the back and forth. But this whole scene was just like me just sitting there going, oh Jesus, fuck these two parents. Like, if these two widows really wanted to unite their kingdoms, they could have just married each other, just right off the bat.
I was wondering if there was a reason they couldn't, because it seems like the king is taking a summer off every summer to flirt with a widow.
And he's a widow too.
Right.
So like
what's happening over there?
The other thing is like my parents have done this to me multiple times, where they just like we're gonna go hang out with this other family. Why? And then they just like shove me and this other family's daughter together. Like, let's hope this works. It never worked.
Okay, that's kind of adorable. My parents, like, I'm like the 6th kid. I mean, it's possible at that point you stop trying to do stuff like that.
Kid number 6. God, we don't have that many friends.
Yeah, well, I think most of my parents' friendships, like, it usually happens from the other end, where parents start to make friends because their kids are friends.
Well, I mean, at some point, I think so, because it's like when you have kids, the only people you can really talk to are other people who have kids. I mean, that's not true, but you know.
Yeah, but like maybe all your kids are hanging out, and you all need to be there because they're your kids.
So you might as well play Uno.
Like, sits down and starts talking about other stuff. Yeah. I've had a comparably short time being like the older person at like Christmas and Thanksgiving.
This is going to be like my 4th Christmas with like an entire other generation of children there. It's going to be weird.
Yeah.
Because now a lot of them are old enough to think. So when this song started out, they were doing the duet thing. Two people kind of
one of my favorite things,
singing past each other. All right, so I want to know how you felt about the introduction of players 3 and 4 into this song, right? When the king and the queen started getting their own stanzas, and then it became like a 4-person kind of...
The more it happened, here's the thing. I was just shocked that people were obviously trying so hard to make this song. I was like, you guys are working so hard. It's like seeing It's like seeing somebody build a wall, but they've never seen a wall before. Oh, this is cute.
They're really.
But yeah, it's like
saying
a
lyrics.
10-minute song from 4 different perspectives, and
There was a moment when it starts zooming in on the horizon, and I hoped in my heart, like, are we gonna get the villains part of this song too? And it doesn't happen.
No! That would have been so good, because his song is kind of,
Yeah.
there's nothing there. So they grow up.
There's a point at the end of this song where the fucking prince calls her an ugly duckling, and it's like, hey,
Yeah, a
you're not,
little bit on the nose.
Yeah, but also you're not the best looking prince ever, my guy. Like, you're not exactly George Clooney over here.
Yeah, you're kind of foppish looking, dude.
Oh man, he's like, of all the princes that we've seen, this guy is really not attractive.
He's not Prince Eric, you know?
Yeah.
This guy, I mean, he's fine.
He's better than.
This is a tough one to do, huh?
He's better than. I want to say he's better than the blind guy from Quest for Camelot.
Not though, like his
But
character
he's not.
is better
Yeah,
and he's more interesting. But
the
like,
other guy's
that guy
blind.
as a concept and also like as a dude is like super cool.
Like, yeah, like the song where he sings about how he can be the only one that lives in the forest and leaves her to die just makes him that much better. Oh man.
Plus,
Yeah,
it's
so
Carrie
like,
Ellis. And that was
yeah,
I
think that's the part that makes me hesitate. Is I know that's Carrie Elways, and I love him, and this guy, you know, he's all right. He's a good prince.
These two grow up. They have been told all their lives that they're going to marry each other, and neither of them can stand each other, but this one day, they're both pushed into, like, a big ballroom and are staring at each other. And Derek tells Odette how fucking beautiful she is, and he's like, let's get married, let's do the wedding. And she says, okay, but what am I besides beautiful? And the prince is a fucking dipshit.
Oh my god, this is absolutely the worst possible thing.
I love this scene, especially because
it's so good.
It really comes back to hit you hard later in the movie.
Yeah.
And we can talk about that when we get to that, because it's so good. But this is the one scene that, like, again, this has the depth to be a Disney movie if it were just, like, a little bit better done. Because this whole, what am I besides beautiful? And the dude says, what else is there?
What else is there?
What else is there? Are you fucking insane?
What is it? His steward says to him, how to offend a girl in 5 syllables or less. It's like, oh man, like he fucks up so bad.
So bad. Oh my god. Odette is understandably pissed, and in this world, it seems like she gets a pretty good say in who marries her, so that's good. But she just leaves. She's like, nah, I'm not putting up with this shit for the rest of my life. But she does seem to like Derek, and I kind of wonder at what point she decided she liked Derek, because it had to have been before this.
This is a part of framing that could have been done better. Like, there should have been a moment where we get to see that she also has fallen for him.
Yes.
That way, because it makes the kind of sequence of events that happen a bit more tangible.
When I watched it, I thought it pretty likely that she probably fell for him first. Mostly because, like, little girls mature faster than little boys.
Mm-hmm.
And start, like, seeing stuff in that way before boys do.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah, for sure.
But I didn't know when. Like, I do wish that had been outlined.
There should have been a moment in the song.
Yeah, possibly when she was flirting with the other guys, that's when it happened, because that seems like a move. That seems like almost like a pickup artist move.
She gets to a point where she's nagging him the whole time. But
yeah.
she gets to but she does get to a point in the song where she's obviously like doing things to get a response out of him. Like
right.
like just oh god, there's like a thing in this movie where they're like playing chess, I think, or cards.
Oh, they're playing cards.
Cards.
Yes. And the whole song is the like line in it is "This isn't my idea of fun."
Yeah.
And this is the time where she goes, "This is my idea of fun," because she just beat Derek. And so she's got this smug ass look on her face, like.
Man, I will say this about Odette. She is a much better character in this song and for most of this movie, but toward the end of this movie, she kind of gets obfuscated. There's a scene at the beginning of this movie where as the king and queen are, like, planning out how they're going to make their kids fall in love, she's beating the shit out of him with a wooden sword. What happened to that, yeah. Odette?
There's also a scene in the other movie where she is almost a really good character at the beginning, and then that's also just dropped. But so she leaves. Her and her father leave, and he's like, "What did you want him to say?" And I was like, dude, she wanted him to say anything else. Like, anything other than what he said would have been good. literally,
the words, "I'm not good with my words," would have been better.
If he had said, "You're really good at cards," that would have been, like, kind of nice.
If he had said what he says later to his steward, that she was, "and you know how, and that, you know," if he had said that, that would have been better.
Here's the thing, that's also a really good line. Like, there's a lot of stuff in this movie I genuinely love. The king and the princess get attacked.
Yeah, by this mysterious beast.
Right, although it's obviously Rothbard.
It's obviously Rothbard.
Like, it doesn't for a second obfuscate the fact that it's not him, which I feel like it should, because I would have liked for the movie the idea to be, where is he keeping this beast?
Yeah, and then to find out,
yeah, it's him. That would have been good. But they don't really do that, and that's fine. In the ballet, Rothbard is obviously the beast, so it's whatever.
It's one of those things.
Yeah. Although the beast in the ballet is like this really fucking cool owl thing, and I'm sorry, I didn't like their beast as much.
No, you're good. I think there's gonna be a lot of things in this movie where we go, this was fine, but it could have been better.
Yeah, that's gonna be the calling card of this movie. The next movie is gonna be, wow, this movie sucked, huh?
The Swan Princess, it's fine, but it could have been better. Yeah.
Here's the thing, as far as evil layers go, Rothbard has a beautiful one.
He's got a kick-ass lair. So kick-ass even that the characters move into it in the next movie.
That's insane. But Exile has been very good to him.
And if I don't understand why he wants a kingdom, he's doing all right for himself. He's got this beautiful castle next to this lake.
And here's another pacing problem. Because we have Odette finding out about her curse when Rothbard tells her all about it, which is she will spend every day as a swan, but every night, as long as she is at the Swan Lake, when the moon comes up, she will turn into Odette again until sunrise, when she will turn back into a swan.
It's a very complex spell.
It's a complex spell, and it's also... I really love this idea of this. It's like such a specific evil magic kidnapping that she can leave. She can leave, but then what will she do? Because she'll just be a swan again, and she has to come back to turn into a person.
God, like the fucking prince goes to interrogate the king at one point, and the fucking guy doesn't say a single thing.
Oh my god!
He spends 7 minutes dying, and just he could have just grabbed the prince and said, "No, Rothbard," and died.
You know the problem? You know the problem with this scene? Do you know the fucking problem with this scene? It took me like half an hour to realize the king was dead.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like, there's a point at the end of the movie.
But he's not, like, it doesn't make it clear that he died, and there's no, like, funeral scene. Nobody talks about the fact that the king is dead. I had to put it together on my own. And the problem with the pacing of this movie is that somebody should have said, the king is dead, and also, who's running that kingdom? I don't fucking know. It seems like it might be the queen now?
No,
the
because
queen
I genuinely
is not supposed
think...
to be in charge of that kingdom?
I know, because remember, his kingdom is on the other side of, like, an ocean or something. So I just assume that his kingdom has fallen into turmoil. It is the Dark Ages. A sword has been put into a stone. Like...
It doesn't... It's so...
I didn't realize until the end of the movie when he doesn't show up for his own daughter's wedding. I was like, oh, so he's dead.
That he died?
So he died.
I'll tell you when I recognize it. The queen says something when she wants Derek to get married about how the kingdom will have a king again. I was like, huh.
That's not how that works. That's not how that works. You can't just marry a prince and then say, well, that king is dead, so my son prince will become king over there. That's not how that works.
This movie does not seem to understand how royalty do.
How
royalty do.
Oh yeah, this movie series doesn't understand what royalty do.
It fucking doesn't. But, okay. But the...
I love the villain's fucking plan. I don't like his song, but I do like just the idea of his plan. I tried to take the kingdom by force, and that didn't go so well.
And that didn't work, so I'm just gonna marry the princess.
I'm gonna do it legally. So I'm just gonna do what your parents did to you.
Yeah. I love his character. I love how, like, this is a bad guy, but when he's around Odette, he purposely he's like, tries to make himself not look like the bad guy. And he gets mad at her for rejecting him because now he has to be the bad guy. And stuff like this. It's good. It's like a good coloring of... I mean, it's not exactly an abusive relationship. It fucking is, but it's not a classic abusive relationship because she's physically kidnapped.
It's a good portrait of, like, just because this guy is putting on airs, like, that's not who he is inside. Right.
Yeah. It's clear that he is not the person that he is while around Odette.
So, I do want to say that the animation in this movie is, like, really good in the, like, face. Like, characters' faces in this movie look pretty good. They move really well.
I never had that fucking moment that I had every moment while watching Quest of Camelot, which is like, oh, their faces are scary and bad.
Are disgusting. But the body movements in this movie are not as good. They just... Well, so we have another two-parter song, don't we?
Not yet.
Okay, because I know... Because there's a song where Odette's singing about how sad she is that she's a swan. And then the prince sings about how he wishes Odette wasn't dead, or he believes that she's still alive.
I think that's a little later. Because there's like the scene before this where he's shooting musicians.
Oh, right. He's practicing hunting.
And this is, again, it's not a bad scene in itself. I don't love it. But it's what it doesn't do is sell me on the whole grieving hero thing. This is a fine scene to be in the movie. It shouldn't be right after he finds out that the princess is dead or kidnapped.
Especially because we, like if somehow you know, the king just died. This is part of why it was such a hard thing to realize. Like, oh, he must be fine then, because nobody cares. even if they had just put in, like, in the background, like a church service where people were crying and sobbing about the king's death, and then it just panned over to the prince being like, but Odette's still alive, let's have this kooky fun time.
So it cuts to that, and it, like, goes on for a while.
This is another really long... This is a scene that did not have to be as long as it was.
No. Oh, but they do something that... If this character, if his sidekick character had been more of a character, I would have enjoyed this moment and the moment it leads up toward.
In this movie and the next movie, I was never not convinced that his sidekick was going to betray him.
I wanted him to do something.
The guy is so fucking malicious and a cheater, but he doesn't do anything with it.
That's the thing. I would have liked... Have you watched DuckTales at all?
I watched the first episode.
Okay.
Ooh.
One of the kids, I can't remember their names.
Huey, Dewey,
one of the kids,
and Stewie.
It's Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
Louie, the green one.
Yes, the green one. He fucking like lies, cheats, and steals all the time. Right.
Mm-hmm.
He's basically a tiny grifter.
Yeah, he is. Hands in pockets and everything.
Yeah, but he does it to like help his family usually. Like he'll do shit for himself, and then he'll do shit for like Webby.
Yeah, he's charming. That's the word you're looking for.
Right. Well, it's just that like if this sidekick character had helped the prince with his
grifting,
being kind of skeevy thing, that would have been interesting. But how he helps the prince is this weird, never do this in real life, shoot an arrow at a human being so they can catch it and shoot it back thing.
Oh my god, I love this. It's so ridiculous and stupid, but the fact that it comes back later in the movie...
The fact that it pays off
is so
really
good.
But if the character had been anything, I would have enjoyed it a lot more.
Even if the character had been like a person who genuinely hated the prince, but then later grew to like him, it would have been better, right? Like any semblance of arc.
What if the character... Okay, this would be a high fucking bar to hit. What if he does betray him at the end of the movie, tries to shoot him, and he catches the arrow and shoots it? That would have been amazing.
That would have been so good.
So then we cut to Odette.
Who
after this, and I find out, and I think this is crazy. She has found herself hanging her hopes on the guy she just dumped. She's like, Derek will find me, because she knows that... I don't know how she knows this. That's the thing. I don't know how she knows this. She knows that someone professing their everlasting love to her will break the spell. This is also true in the ballet. This is taken right from the ballet.
I genuinely also don't know how she knows this.
That's the thing. There's no moment... When we see Odette again, she already has animal friends. We don't see the moment where she has to like learn how to be a swan, or learn what it's like to live in this place, and learn what it's like to be captured. She's been here for at least weeks.
Yeah, she's been there for quite some time because the entire kingdom has moved on. Like her mom, like the prince's mom, is trying to marry him off to someone else, and that's not something you do the next day after your son gets dumped.
Right, and then the person who dumped him dies horribly,
tragically.
In what had to have been a huge royal shakeup, right?
The movie just dedicates no time to the politics of this world, and it.
Yeah.
Like, what's happening on the other side of the ocean at this kingdom?
There are a lot of princesses in this world, so, like, the ballet is Russian? I don't know if Russia was ever broken up into that many groups.
I don't know. I think it was. Because I know there's a lot of jokes about, like, marrying your daughter to... Or marrying your son to the daughter of some noble for the good of the...
Right.
Or whatever. I don't remember the joke exactly. Yeah. But yeah. So maybe it was. I know there's a joke about there being a lot of kings.
This movie also taught me that puffins can be Scottish.
Irish.
Is he Irish?
He's Irish. Okay. There's a soul.
It's hard.
There's a subtle difference.
It's hard for me to tell the difference. Although his accent gets a real downgrade in the next movie.
Oh yeah.
And I think that was a director choice because it's the same dude.
Listen, I want you to really Irish it down. You were too Irish in the last one. Cost us $10 million.
It was all his fault. Okay.
So I genuinely, for a really long time, I don't know why I thought this. I was like, oh, there's going to be a scene at the end of the movie where this French frog gets kissed by someone and turns into a prince, because that's usually what happens at the end of these movies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, so there's a French frog, a Spanish turtle.
Is he Spanish? Okay.
I thought he was. I thought he had a Spanish name, but they just call him Speed.
Yeah, because they just call him Speed the whole time. He does have a longer, maybe Spanish-sounding name, yeah. And
an Irish muffin. They're real multicultural.
And that's fine. That's like a good thing,
yeah.
Right? But it doesn't... I feel like not much comes of it. I didn't like Speed because I was never quite... I felt like his character wasn't real well defined. He was just like
he's just a turtle,
snarky for no reason a lot.
He's a turtle who's been friends with this frog for a long time and is good at water. That's his character. That's all it is. Like, the French frog has a gimmick. His gimmick is that he thinks he's the frog prince, and the Irish puffin's gimmick. The frog
prince. And what I hated about the second movie is Jean-Bob, the French frog, Jean Cleese, is not cowardly. He's not. He is a fucking voice of reason. Because the thing that everybody else does is like, yeah, let's piss off the magician. And he's like, guys, what if we don't piss off the magician? And I understand you need that guy. Even if you're gonna go piss off the magician, you need the guy to say it's a bad idea. And in the next movie, he's just scared of everything for no reason.
Oh god, I hate him in the next movie. I hate him in the next movie.
Like, okay, in this movie, he wants to woo Odette so she'll kiss him so he can become a prince.
Mm-hmm.
And he's pretty sure if he becomes a prince, he can probably break her spell too, I think.
I don't think he got past part A of that plan.
Maybe he didn't think that far ahead. But his plan to do it is to jump over 2 crocodiles because he wants to get the flowers that the crocodiles are near so that he can impress her. Now, this is not the act of a cowardly guy. This might be the act of somebody at the end of his fucking rope.
This might be the act of a guy who's kind of chauvinist and selfish.
Oh,
But that doesn't equal cowardly.
Crap. He's a piece of crap, but he is not cowardly. Like, this is a guy who values himself over literally everyone else. But he's not a coward. That's why he's always the one talking about self-preservation. Because he cares about his own neck.
And I like the puffin, military animals are my favorite genre of animals, so
he's a good character. He's kind of the one that shows up to not exactly take charge, because Odette is clearly in charge the whole time, which I like, but he's a man of action.
Yeah,
and therefore he's the one who pushes more action.
So Derek has figured out what the great animal is. God, this fucking king couldn't even die in a way that helped his own daughter.
Right, he figured out that the animal must be a shapeshifter.
Mm-hmm.
Which, you know what? Not bad, Derek. I mean, you're an idiot, and the thing that he said was stupid, so way to go that you put that together. But then he plans to go hunt the shapeshifter. Like, how, though?
Just with a bow and arrow. Just shoot it a bunch.
Like, yeah, but, like, how do you... is he gonna kill everything?
Well, I think that was his plan at some point, because a bright golden white swan starts flying at him, and he's like, fucking nailed it. Got it right there.
Whoa. We cannot skip this other scene. That happens concurrently.
Uh-huh.
Which is them breaking in and getting the map, so that she can figure out where Swan Lake is and how to get back to Derek.
Oh, that's right. And, God, fuck, I hated this scene so much.
This is the song that made me very mad.
They did every sport.
Yeah.
It's not good.
This is like a Looney Tunes scene.
Yeah, it really was.
Not
funny.
It wasn't funny. It was not
well paced.
It's not supposed to be in this movie. Like, this is a scene that very much felt like this is for a different movie.
It's for the second movie, it seems.
And the reason you can tell is because Odette is not fucking in it. She's, like, outside waiting for them to get the map, and all the fucking sidekick characters are on this stupid baseball, hockey, football chase scene.
It's real
with
bad.
The map.
And, bad guy's evil stooge, whose name escapes me.
I think they only give her a name in the other one. In the ballet, she's his daughter, but she only shows up when she's the Black Swan. So I don't know what the fuck her name is.
Yeah.
But yeah, actually, I think one of the other characters actually calls her his stooge. So she kind of looks like what the witch transforms into in Snow White.
Yeah.
And she's just trying to get that map, and they all get away. Good for them.
Okay, good for them.
Good for them.
So they find Derek.
Yes, accidentally, and he's like, a swan! Of course!
So oh man, the number of times he accidentally kills his ex-girlfriend.
I love that. Oh, I have a note here, actually, I should mention. I had a sneaking suspicion while watching it that the entirety of Swan Princess Undercover is exactly the map stealing scene.
Oh gosh, I don't know. That movie's CGI. So I don't know what it could be. It could be anything. It could just be a ripoff of a James Bond movie, dude.
Odette leading Derek through the woods while desperately trying not to get killed by him is so fucking intense.
Especially since the movie spends so much time showing you how good he is at killing shit.
Yeah, and she needs him to follow her because he is her one hope of getting out of here, but if he gets too close, he will kill her.
There's a moment when, like a serial killer, the prince disappears, and they're like,
yes!
Where'd he go? Oh no, we're so fucked. And then he just shows up in front of them on a cliff, and they're like, oh god.
This is like a great scene, and this movie does something a lot like it later when... Not a lot like it, but there's another scene where it's like, oh, they're in love, and oops, he killed her.
Oh, man.
Shit. Later, and I love that it doesn't shrink away from that. That is, like, these are the scenes that I feel like make it a good movie to me.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure. They're a lot of fun, and they're like, they have tension. Mm-hmm. There's stakes.
There are real stakes.
There are
life
stakes.
And death stakes.
What it's like to have a movie with stakes.
Oh, it's crazy. I love it so
The next
much.
movie is completely vegan, no stakes.
Wow, I thought that was funny, and then I thought I was an asshole.
You know, you could have laughed like a normal person instead of applauding.
Absolutely, I could not.
So
She leads Derek to the lake, though.
Yeah, she leads him to the lake, and he's about to kill the shit out of her, but the moon shines on her. The best piece of animation in this movie, a piece of animation that I think they must have spent 4 years on.
Yeah, it's real good. When her transformation is, it's the best thing in the movie.
So she turns back into a princess.
They lay this shit out, and it's so late in the movie.
Yeah,
like,
God,
we're over halfway done, and this is like the first time that they both understand what's going on. And again, I like that.
Yeah, the goalposts have been shifted because now they both understand what's happening. Mm-hmm. They hatch a plan. He has to go back to the castle because he needs to find a way to declare his undying love to her to the whole world.
To the whole world, which apparently just means to everybody Mom invites to this party.
Yeah, so he goes back to do that, and Rothbart shows up and plays this little, like, oh, what's going on here game? What could possibly be happening? Gotcha!
He's such a good bad guy. Because you know what he has right now? All the fucking cards. He overheard this, so he knew what was happening. He goes and he's like, oh, hey, why are you out here? What's happening? And she tries to play it off like, I'm gonna marry you. He's like, haha, you fucking liar. And then he's like, by the way, new moon tomorrow, you ain't going anywhere. And all the cards, he had them the whole time.
Oh man. And so he needs to be absolutely certain, though, that Derek cannot make a vow to Odette. So he puts her in like a well or something, right?
It's in the fucking other movie. It's like a half underwater tower. Maybe it is a well?
Yeah, it
might be just like a flooded old tower.
Yeah, it's like this flooded old tower, and so he shoves her in there, and then he turns his stooge into...
Well, what I have to say is he goes into the No More Mr. Nice Guy song.
Oh, yeah.
Which is completely mediocre. But it creates this idea that this magician lives out his revenge fantasies in his empty house.
Yeah.
And I do like that. Like, it has him, like cursing characters to change into other shit. And there's no reason for this, except that this must be what he does every night.
Every night.
But then he turns his stooge into Princess Odette, except in a black dress instead of a white dress.
That way you know. That way the audience can know this is the evil one.
Right, which is again just straight from the ballet. That's just a ballet thing. Nobody says words in ballet, so you have to know what's happening when nobody else.
And don't get me wrong, like that black dress is on point. It's real good.
Yeah, no, it's a good black dress.
So Derek is helping out the preparations for the ball, and like a crazy person.
Okay, so Derek is the guy who falls in love, and then all he can ever talk about is how in love he is. And it's like the most infuriating yet relatable romantic lead I've ever seen.
He's insane. He like goes up to everything at this party, and he's like, maybe these roses should be white, you know, like a swan.
Like a swan.
Maybe this food should be more, I don't know, swan edible. What the fuck are you talking about? Why does... Oh, God. Like, every sentence... And he says it with this, like, smug tone where he just... he says something completely normal, and then he tilts his head at the camera. Like a swan.
Like a swan?
Oh, he... Like, and I agree with you, though. Like, it's totally, like, I get it. The back and forth between his character is great because he's this guy who wants to make these grandiose gestures.
Oh, it's completely clear in the next movie that he does not understand that sometimes being in love is small gestures.
Is just being there, the smallest gesture in the world. But he... God, I hate the next movie. But he kind of learns the lesson at the end of this movie. And it's really great and poignant, and I cried.
Okay.
This movie made me fucking cry, Tony. I was so mad. I was like, it followed the formula well. Like, it got me.
Yeah, it did it.
Ugh.
It done did it. I didn't cry because I'm a big, strong man.
Because I'm strong. Jesus.
The girls start showing up for the ball. And I keep talking about this ballet, but in the ballet, when all the girls show up for the ball, it's really fucking good.
I need to watch this ballet. Good. I don't think I've ever seen it. I've only seen the Nutcracker.
It's probably one of my favorite scenes in the ballet because what it does is it goes real quick to kind of show that these are people from different lands.
Yeah.
So they all have like these sort of stereotypical dress and stereotypical dances, but it's also ballet. So there's like a ballet mariachi dance.
Oh, that's kind of great.
Yeah, it's really fucking good. And in this movie, it's just... it's not very good. And at the end of the song, there appear to be 11 princesses at this packed ball. Like, we get these big crowd scenes of all these people, and then whenever we're actually at the party, there's like 4.
This movie has a real problem with spacing and timing.
Well, I find it hard to really blame it for that, because at that point, it's probably a budget issue. Like, we just can't have this many characters in the scene.
Well, I mean, and just on top of that, it's hard. Like, it's hard, and
yeah,
and I think it really goes to show that like not everybody can do animation. You know, you need a good team. B, you need a good management, and C, you need to understand your limits and know how to work around them. Like, animation is hard, and this movie really does its best. You can't fault it for that.
I think this movie is very good for what it is.
Oh yeah, definitely. The Three Musketeers. I shouldn't do that. The John Bob, Speed, and...
Oh, okay, because I was like, what the fuck is he talking about?
What the fuck is the Puffin's name? Is it just Puffin?
Puffin.
You just call him Puffin?
Commander Puffin, Captain Puffin.
Wow,
he's got a title.
That's not good.
General, Sergeant. Oh.
General, Sergeant, Major Puffin.
This is Ground Control to General, Sergeant, Major Puffin. That wasn't worth that laugh.
No, I liked it. So they bust out Odette from the flooded tower. And no, wait. We've completely forgot that Best Friend is in the tower.
Oh, yeah.
That fucking Prince Derek is so fucking in love that he's such a
piece of shit.
This motherfucker leaves his best friend in the woods. Like a swan.
Yeah, like, oh, where is he? I'll need somebody to be
My best
best man.
Fucking idiot.
Dude, your friend is gone. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand, like, being worried about your friend, but also staying at the ball because you have a promise to keep to your one true love, who you promised to love forever.
Mm-hmm.
But he's not worried about his friend, and he does not care.
Oh, man. So his best friend is in the tower as well, but his best friend doesn't leave. He's too much of a scaredy cat.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. In this movie, this is one of the things I hate about the next movie. In this movie, humans cannot understand animals.
Yeah, the only reason Odette can understand animals is because she turns into a swan.
Right.
This is a logical progression of thought.
Yeah, this is okay to me. Somebody turns into an animal, they can understand animals. When they turn back into a human, they can still understand animals. That's fine.
It makes perfect sense.
But
I agree with you.
he doesn't understand animals. So when the swan and the turtle plan a breakout, he understandably does not go with them. That makes a certain amount of sense to me.
It is completely understandable. So Odette breaks out, like something out of Prison Break, and she flies to the castle and sees that Derek is chilling and hanging out with this fake Odette.
And here's the thing, at this point, I started writing in all capital letters because I was very scared, and I was like, break the damn window,
Yeah, that's
bro!
what I was thinking too. I was
No
like, just
time
fly
for
through the window like
subtlety.
Batman. If there is a moment in your life that you are allowed to break through a window like Batman, it's when you're about to see, like, your fucking boy, your dude, your man, professes undying love to a fake you. That's when you do it. Batman.
Your fucking evil twin.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, but she does not break the window, and he does the thing that I didn't think they were gonna do in this movie. I didn't think they were gonna do it, but they did it because it's a Russian ballet, and he does the thing where he professes his undying love to the Black Swan.
So, well, before he does that, right? So, like, Odette is like trying. Like, this castle is so swan-proofed. Like,
It is on lockdown for this ball.
and so he professes his undying love. Odette begins dying of a broken heart and starts flying home. Why will she die? Is this ever explained, or is this just part of the elaborate curse?
It is thrown out very quickly by Rothbart that if her one true love professes his love for another, she will die. Now, this is something they should have spent some time on. And again, we should understand why she knows this, but they do say it, and what this is based on in certain, not actually the one I saw, but in certain versions of the ballet.
Yeah.
When the love is professed, she and Derek actually both kill themselves.
Oh.
Because it's a Russian ballet.
Oh,
Like
okay.
I said.
So-
and that breaks Rothbart's power. Because it's sort of like a backdoor way to break the curse, apparently. I guess because they profess their love to each other through killing themselves together.
Huh.
I don't know. It's like a Romeo and Juliet thing. But then it also breaks all of his power and they rise up into heaven. So it's better than Romeo and Juliet. Because Romeo and Juliet just fucking die like a couple of nerds.
Yep, yeah. Like the edgelord teens that they are.
Yeah.
You know, if and I haven't seen any of the modernized versions of Romeo and Juliet other than Baz Luhrmann's. But if you were to do it today, right, like Romeo and Juliet would both be like Hot Topic edgelords, right?
Oh, probably.
Like they have to be.
Definitely Tybalt is. God.
I would play Hot Topic Romeo in the play. Hit me up if you need a Hot Topic Romeo.
I will say that the version of the ballet I saw, when he professes his love to another, she is stuck as a swan forever. And there's this real great scene where she flies away and he's just fucking stuck there, sad and alone. Which is more than he deserves. Because he's a dumb shit.
Yeah. God, he's so dumb. Like, of all the princes in princess movies, this guy is a fucking piece of work.
Derek really fucked up at every possible turn. And it says something that I really love. It says something that the guy who Odette was worried only loved her for her beauty was tricked by somebody wearing her face. Because he can't tell. that this is her, and he should be able to because he's supposed to love her. That's the underlying context here.
And again, if this movie had been paced better, or like The Little Mermaid does this so much better.
Yeah, but then The Little Mermaid kind of subverts it too, because he's like, is Eric hypnotized?
Yeah, he's like under a spell of some sort. It's.
I feel like he's not himself there. Possibly her voice hypnotizes him.
I don't remember. I haven't seen The Little Mermaid in about 2 or 3 years now. I will say, if they had framed it better, what they could have done is made it more of a... Like, the reason he's rushing through this is because he doesn't want to waste time. If they had made it more of a... He's impatient as well as dumb, instead of he's dumb and can't see past beauty, it would have been better.
I don't know. I really like the idea that Odette is done in by his tragic flaw, which is that he just thinks she's so damn pretty.
and it makes him unable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. It's a good focus, and I think the movie really capitalizes on it because Rothbart shows up. He just kind of busts open the door and he's just like, "Gotcha, bitch." In more words.
Yeah, looks like you fucked up 6 ways to Sunday, man.
How does it feel to have killed your own girl? I love that Rothbart is like going on and on about how Derek fucked up, and Derek's like, "What are you talking about?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Fucking get it.
I don't understand."
What a dumb shit.
She's wearing a different dress.
Odette has one dress.
She always wears white and gold, my guy. This woman is wearing black and red.
You've known her your entire life, dude.
Rothbart turns fake Odette back into his stooge, and Derek is like, fucked. He's so mad. He rides back. Man, distance in this movie means nothing.
What Rothbart does is he tells him, if you leave now, I'll give you one last gift. You'll be able to see her before she dies.
Which is...
like, fuck, dude!
Yeah, man, Rothbart really goes from, like, kind of villainous to hella villainous in, like, the span of a scene.
I was so happy to be able to get a good villain. Getting a good villain's fun.
Having a competent villain is great.
Yeah.
We should have more of those.
Well, we're gonna have...
less.
The next one doesn't have one.
So Derek gets back to Swan Lake. Odette transforms back into a human.
She splays out as a swan first.
Yeah.
In a way that, like, tells you, oh, fuck, she's dead.
She's dead. And Derek, like cradles her in his arms, and he's like, I know I fucked up. I did bad. And she dies. And
then Rothbart does something, which I think must have genuinely been out of pity, because there's no reason for him to have done it. He basically tells him, you can only save her if you kill me, and turns into the great animal, which is a huge-ass bat. And I feel like he could have just, like, not done that, and Derek, Odette would be dead, and Derek would be sad.
He could
take over the kingdom the old-fashioned way. War.
Yeah.
And death. And maybe turning somebody into Odette and lying about the fact that he had Odette. It seemed like he could have done that.
Oh, man.
Right?
There are a lot of holes in this plan, yeah, but...
Right.
There
actually aren't that many holes in this plan. I feel like...
It's just...
Actually, you know what? Maybe it's like, his transformation powers might, like, only work until sunrise or something. You know.
Oh, like Ghost Rider.
Man, I don't know what Ghost Rider do. I'm just...
Sorry.
Anyway, there's a fight.
So, like Ghost Rider, there's a fight.
Yeah, exactly like Ghost Rider.
And so this entire time, Derek's buddy, who has a name...
Just like Ghost Rider.
Who has a name. He has a name.
He does. I don't fucking know it.
Bromley?
I'll tell you what it's not. It's not LeFou.
Wilford Bromley.
Bromley.
I think it's just Bromley.
Diabetes.
God damn it.
Derek's fight with the Great Monster is...
It's pretty good.
Pretty fucking good.
It's pretty great.
Yeah.
You know, it's no Maleficent, but it's great. It's good.
That's what I would say, though. I think you could almost compare it to Maleficent. Like, we don't get a lot of princess fighting shit that's, like, way too big for them to fight.
It's a good trope. I think we need more of it. I think more movies need big shit to fight.
In fact, one of the things I don't like about Little Mermaid is I feel like Ursula goes down too quick.
I don't know.
I feel like she's scary as fuck, and and then just a boat
Listen,
goes into her.
Taking a boat to the sternum.
I'm not saying that wouldn't kill her or anything. I'm just saying they could have upped the tension a bit before that
I
happened.
feel like the tension was pretty upped. There was like a tsunami and everything.
I'm just saying, I never felt like Eric was going to die.
No, that because I felt like Ariel was going to die. That was the fear.
No, I mean, yeah, but...
Oh my god. I'm not having this conversation.
It's been a while since I've watched this movie. I still could be off about it.
Okay,
I think that there were times when Derek was fighting the great monster where he fucking lost.
Oh yeah,
It felt like
he was getting his ass beat. The animals return Derek's bow to him through shenanigans, and then Derek's buddy, who has escaped from the castle and has his own bow somehow.
Yeah, he still had it on him.
In a last-ditch effort to kill his best friend, fires an arrow at him.
Yeah, okay. No, that tracks. Keep going.
And then, like the Matrix, Derek is like, great plan, buddy. Catches the arrow, fires it into Rothbart's heart.
We didn't really mention this before, but, like, you can catch an arrow, but you definitely shouldn't. And definitely not with your bare hands.
Well, yeah, you can catch an arrow, and like the same way you can catch a sword, but it's gonna fucking hurt. And don't get me wrong, like it looks cool in the movie.
No, it does.
It looks really dope.
It's and I like the callback, even though I don't think it was really the callback they should have worked that hard for. I do like that at the end scene they had that moment of like completion.
Regicide, attempted regicide.
Regicide. Well, he's not a king yet.
Well, he's still a prince.
Does regicide work for princes?
I don't know. I thought it was just royalty.
I kind of wish that this movie spent a little more time with Odette because I really liked her character.
Yeah.
Pretty much the whole time. And she doesn't get to do a lot of things.
No. It's Odette's movie in like the first half, and then it really quickly, or in the first third, but it really quickly becomes Derek's movie by the end.
Right. And this, it's a hard needle to thread. I get it.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably a harder needle to thread when everybody on your writing staff is a dude, so...
Yeah, that's probably true, too. You know what? That's probably true. Rothbart fucking dies like a nerd. Odette turns back into a living person.
She comes back to life. The spell is broken.
And it's unclear why that worked, but it did. Because what Derek does is punch the computer screen. Right? Like, his girlfriend has been killed by a curse because of him. And she's dead now. And he's like, well, I'm just going to kill the guy who cursed her. And that's going to fix everything somehow.
Well, it worked, right? I mean...
It does work. I mean, it does. It just doesn't make any earthly sense.
No, I get you. There's a lot of... The way magic works in this world is very confusing.
Yeah, it's unclear. They get... married, probably. Is there a final scene like that?
Yeah.
There's like another ball
where they get married.
She kisses Jean Bob.
Oh yeah.
Thinks he turns into a prince for a little bit, but he doesn't.
Yeah.
Everything kind of winds down.
Yeah, and the movie ends, and there's an end credit song. It's fine.
I cannot stress enough how most of the music in this movie is perfectly fine.
It's all right. Yeah, it's got a couple of. I mean, the next movie only has one good song, and it's not the song you think it is.
Apparently, the actual love song, which we didn't really get into, was nominated for like a Golden Globe, which is weird to me because I didn't think it was that good. I actually thought that the opening song was probably the best song, only because I really liked the scenes that went with it. And
it's such a brave thing to do.
It's so bold. Like, here's the thing. They're not going to write Belle. They're just not going to do it. But they fucking tried.
Well, that's the thing, right? Is they were like, all right, we're going to do this thing. This is too similar to Belle. So we're going to up the ante and we're going to add in the prince as like another element.
Yeah.
That is such a bold 7-minute sequence, right? Because like even Beauty and the Beast, that intro song is only like a song long.
It doesn't jump forward in time, although it's still a long song. It's a song long, but it's a long song long. Song.
A long song long. But this song is like 2 songs long, which is a long song. Yeah, that's the movie. It's good. It's
pretty... I honestly expected this movie to be lamer.
Yeah,
I expected it to have like not as much hard work in it. I expected it to have dropped a lot of the death stuff that you see in fucking Russian ballets.
Yeah.
That you don't usually see in animated movies. But it made it feel like its own movie, which is good. It doesn't feel like any other. There are times when it kind of feels like Beauty and the Beast, and times when it kind of feels like Sleeping Beauty, but at no point does it really feel like it's cribbing off of them.
Yeah, there's no moment where you think, oh, this is trying to knock off Disney. It really feels like this guy Richard Rich really had an idea for what he thought a princess movie should be and tried to execute on it, which is bold. It's great.
And then did that 5 more times.
No, see, I think I'm positive that after this, everything is just like a tax scam. It's all so shady and weird.
Okay, the Swan Princess: Escape from Castle Mountain. Alternatively known as the Swan Princess: The Secret of the Castle.
Escape from Castle Mountain.
Escape from Castle Mountain is such a bad name.
It sounds like a fucking roller coaster ride at Six Flags.
Yes, and there is a mountain that's like a dwelling. I wouldn't have called it Castle Mountain. In the movie, they don't call it Castle Mountain.
They don't call it anything.
Stupid. No, The Secret of the Castle is a much more palatable name. Because there's a secret in the castle that they fucking live in for some reason. We'll get there.
The worst part is it took me so long to realize it.
Oh, me too, because like the last movie, they don't explain anything.
Oh, Jesus.
So here's the first thing I noticed. I only associate Nest Entertainment with these poorly done movies about saints and like Christopher Columbus.
Uh-huh.
So I did not have a lot of faith in this movie going in.
Yeah.
Nest, in my mind, made a lot of the movies that like I watched in middle school when the teachers didn't want to fucking actually teach anything.
I'm sorry your teachers hated you. I mean, I watched The Core 3 times in one science class, so you know.
God, how does the scene open?
It fucking opens with some dude setting up a trap in the forest.
Oh, the crossbow trap. Yeah. It's needlessly complicated, and also it's just a bunch of crossbows on ropes.
It's not really a trap so much as it's like a murder machine from Saw 7.
One of the Saws where you just started giving up?
Yeah.
And then we go to Odette planning her anniversary dinner.
God damn, this... Immediately, like, the tone of this movie is bad. Like, they just throw out 2 jokes for no reason.
I don't remember these jokes.
It's like just Bridget being a klutz.
Oh, yeah. And also, like...
stabbing a table and setting it on fire.
Just being a klutz. Like, yeah. Clearly kind of evil. So, Odette is planning her own anniversary dinner, which somebody might do if they were a princess because they want it to be special. But what definitely seems to be true in this movie is that she just does not have underlings.
I refuse to believe that anyone lives in this castle.
They fucking don't, because there aren't any guards in the castle at all.
Oh, there are no guards. There's the steward. Like, literally every character in this, every sub-character in this castle, the painters, the steward, the chef, disappear and don't come back.
No, actually, the steward is gone for a reason. He sends her to his mom's also abandoned castle.
Oh, right.
So, Mr. Undying Love here isn't going to make his anniversary dinner. That's our big... That's the big takeaway.
Not just isn't going to make his own anniversary dinner. Mr. Undying Love here is also apparently has just been late to everything Odette related for the past year.
Yeah, which is super shitty. Mr. Undying Love.
Oh, man. Like, if your love is so strong that it brings a woman back to life, maybe don't play around with it.
With her every once in a while, dude.
Like, my guy. It's just, from the get-go, it's infuriating. He's doing a bunch of prince shit, telling painters that they're not doing their job right and bullshit.
Also, that's not, like, something the prince needs to do. Like, his problem is that, again, no underlings. He's got no middle management to take care of this bullshit for him. Like, yeah, he needs to meet with the king of this other country. That I get. What he doesn't need to do is tell the painters that they're not painting right.
He runs into his anniversary dinner and says...
But he doesn't know it's his anniversary dinner, which you find out later.
Yeah, if the fucking moron runs in and is like, I'm sorry, I can't make it to our scheduled date because someone needs to handle this fire.
Okay, but do you know who needs to handle the fucking fire? Andy. Odette does, because he goes off and does other shit.
Yeah, he's fucking going off playing fucking CSI Medieval Times while Odette is giving people blankets to put out fires.
Yes, so this is jumping ahead a little, but Odette puts out fires, provides water and blankets.
And soup.
While Derek valiantly walks into a trap and loses his man.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. Can we just stop real quick here? He valiantly walks into this trap and then catches all 7 arrows.
And then still loses the guy.
Like
he's ahead now, right?
How does this happen? How can somebody and this all takes like 14 minutes because this movie is slow as fuck. But how does a movie in like one scene manage to show me how spectacularly overpowered and stupid this guy is?
Stupid, yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Because Odette, I wish this movie was kind of more about how Odette was actually running this country. Because that's what she does. And it's just in this one scene that we see it, but she is actually running the country.
And people like her?
Actually being fucking stupid. And I also thought that we were actually going to get some characterization for his sidekick who goes with her to help run the country instead of with him to go get shot with arrows. But we didn't, and we basically never see that guy.
I'm pretty sure he died in the fire, tragically, Oh.
No, he goes off to the mom's house too. It's just that we are told on screen that we're never going to see 2 of the characters again, and then we don't.
Oh man, because I never saw him. I just thought he was just disappeared after the fire scene.
Yeah.
Oh god, you know what? I spent so much of this movie just staring at my desk, listening to it.
We need to establish some stuff. Though, so Derek can understand the animals now. Puffin is like his right-hand man. Puff, 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 puff.
Or maybe he can't, because later at the end of the scene, when he holds up Puffin is talking about how he's going to be injured, and all the prince says is, "Oh, let's get you home, buddy." Like he's just talking to a regular animal. So one of 2 things is happening here. Either Derek...
But he also tells him not to tell Odette, about the trap.
It's so confusing, because either Derek understands animals now, in which case the game has changed. The rules of this world no longer make sense. Derek understands that Odette can talk to animals, but he can't.
That would be really interesting, but I don't think it's where we're at.
No, because he's not that smart. Or Derek just talks to animals that he can't understand, like they can understand him, because he's a crazy person.
So, I have a big question about this movie.
Okay,
and
just one.
What it's mostly about is Prince Derek and Princess Odette.
Mm-hmm.
Those titles don't make any fucking sense.
Yeah, they have their own castle. Aren't they a king and queen now?
Also, her father died and she was the only heir. They're a king and queen now.
Why the fuck did they move into Rothbart's castle and not their dad's?
Not her dad's castle. Not the castle. This doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense that she is still the Swan princess.
Well, it doesn't.
A Swan queen now.
Yeah, but also that doesn't make sense until it does at the end of the movie, which is great.
But then we meet the villain.
No, wait. Before we get to that,
okay.
So I just really want to emphasize that there are a lot of jokes in this movie that suck and don't land.
Yeah,
I'm gonna bring it up every time my notes bring it up. There is like a 6-minute scene of Speed swimming through water that could have just been removed. It is pointless and does nothing.
It's just like Jean-Bob being cowardly.
Just being a fucking douchebag coward.
And it's,
terrible. It's like, you know what would be better if John Bob wasn't this charming chauvinist, is if we made him an annoying coward.
The other thing is, we're close to the end of Swan Princess when Speed sort of shows off that he can move fast in water.
Yeah.
And it's right at the top of this movie, and so it's more like a goofy character trait than it is something useful to the plot.
Oh, and it's not useful to the plot at all.
Because actually, as a turtle, he can suddenly go fast all the time. if the plot needs him to, which
Yeah.
it does do later during the fucking No Fear song again.
Oh god, yeah, that's right. So
It's such a bad song.
So there's a point where Derek is like drinking soup out of a ladle or something, and Odette tells him, "Hey, you know, this is a weird way to spend our anniversary." And Derek's like, "Oh fuck, I done fucked up. I have no excuse for being this much of a fuck up." And I just wrote down, "You're damn right you don't have an excuse. Where are your guards? Where are the guards that you're supposed to have that do literally everything that we have just seen?"
But there is... Okay, Odette is still a character I like in this movie. Sometimes. Because what she says, "Now I remember why I married you. You're so good at admitting when you're wrong." Which is like, yeah, you know what? That's why you fucking married him. Because it wasn't because he was ever right.
It's because, man, this guy knows how to fucking formulate an apology when he has to.
Yes.
Which is the basis of all
say,
good
"I'm sorry
relationships.
so hard at a dead girl that she comes back to life."
We cut to the guy who tried to kill Derek sneaking around in the forest to a killer synth track. This synth track is really good, and it's like super evil and booming and implies a lot more drama than there actually is at any point in this movie. And I really liked it.
Right, because nothing's happening at this point.
Yeah, nothing's happening. He's just sneaking around like Crunk.
Oh man, I just thought a way this movie could be better. I don't know if you thought the same thing, but
Also, the fucking henchman's name is Knuckles. Like, I just want to throw that out there.
Oh yeah, we didn't mention this, but he is a big red echidna.
Yeah, he's just walking around, you know. He's real swole, punches things. It's real good.
Shit.
We meet the villain, whose name is Claudius.
I think it's Claudius, or yeah.
I thought there was a V in there.
Clavis?
It's Clavius.
Are you serious?
It's Clavius.
Clavius? That's stupid.
Which,
okay.
But
he does my favorite thing that any villain could possibly do, which is tells you his backstory and motivation for no fucking reason. He's like, "When me and Rothbart worked together, and when we hid the magic thing, which I have to go get back, and so I'm gonna kill Derek." It's like, dude,
who are you talking to? A, but also B, this motherfucker has no step B. It's literally like kill Derek, steal magic, ? Profit.
And the greatest part about this is he is convinced that he's a genius, and he's fucking not.
This fucking tiny man isn't anything.
His plans are so stupid.
Oh, they're ridiculous.
I'm going to get my henchman to set land on fire to get the prince to chase him, to lead him into a trap that involves a bunch of crossbows and a rope. Is something wrong with poison?
Yeah, right, like... Or even just walk into the castle, apparently, since that's a thing you can do.
We know he's going to be gone to see that one king at some point, right?
Oh my god.
You just go to the castle.
Just go to the castle, just fucking walk in. Literally no one would stop you. There's no guards. There's no guards to stop you. Just walk in.
So, then we get the B-plot of this movie. I could not figure out why this was a plot point.
It's not a plot point. It's just another fucking, like, terrible, like, facsimile of anything that they just shoved in.
Derek's mom is turning 50, and also her hair is way too gray for somebody turning 50, and like, why is it a plot point? It doesn't... there's nothing here.
I am convinced because of the animal transformation sequence later that her hair is actually just a wig.
Maybe.
Nothing wrong with that. Just, you know.
Nah, that's fine. It's probably in style. And this is actually where I have written, I don't know what happens at this next scene. I think he fucks up going on a picnic. Oh, he fucks up going on a picnic for, like, a stupid reason.
Because he's playing fucking CSI Swan Lake.
Because he's like, we have his footprint.
We have his footprint. What used to you is his footprint.
You fucking clod.
You don't even fucking take the mold with you when you leave.
That's the thing. I wrote down here, he needs to learn that love is not all big gestures. Often... it's the little things that are most important, and he needs to stop being so goddamn flaky about everything.
Literally everything. So we're 17 minutes into this movie, and finally a song happens, and it's bad. It's fucking...
Yeah, it's not terrible.
No, it's bad. It's terrible. I would say it's terrible. It is grating to the ears. This fucking ballad pop-ass, 80s-ass Selena wannabe bullshit. Like, ugh.
So, Odette sings about how, hey,
God, I wish my husband would love me.
it's like the opening line or like the third line that I really like. She says, it's the wrong kind of magic. First he's here, then he's not. Which I like.
That's a good
and then
line.
Nothing happens with that. Like, it's good. It's a good... Yeah, I like that. But, you're right. The music itself is real bullshit.
Oh, it's so terrible.
I just think about how, wouldn't it be great if, like, she could ever see her fucking husband ever?
I don't understand why everything in this movie that was released in 1997 is so 80s.
Oh, we get to the most 80s song near the end.
Yeah.
And it's...
Oof, it's rough.
Oh my God, I hated it so much. I hated the music. I hated the lyrics. I hated watching this scene that, like, the last movie was clearly not have enough money to, like, do really big over the top scenes.
Yeah.
But I did not understand the difference between not having a big over the top scene and having just the shittiest magic scene in anything ever.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, God, fuck that scene. So
we cut back to Uberta,
God,
who I would have thought would have planned her own party.
Right, you would think, but she's just fucking sitting out at a bunch of tables alone, crying.
Yeah, Uberta's the queen's name. I wrote it down now because I think this is the first time I actually heard it.
So, this next scene is horrifying. Like, someone on this animation staff knew how to draw a scary-ass clown. And they were like, today is my fucking day. 5 years of animation led up to this moment, because I was horrified.
So a clown kidnaps Uberta by telling her, oh, there's a party at Swan Lake. And what I didn't understand at this point in the movie was that Swan Lake was where the prince and princess live now, for reasons that are completely unclear.
It's bad. I don't know. So there is dialogue between the queen and Clavius.
Would you call it dialogue?
I wouldn't call it dialogue. I'd call it incomprehensible screeching. Oh fuck! It is.
They seem to think that it would be like real good comic relief if, while the queen was kidnapped, she was also taking control of everything at the same time.
You would think that would be funny.
Really messing with Clavius, and it's just... Ugh.
You would think any part of that pitch would be a little bit funny. Even a little bit.
Well, the thing is, this is not a cool villain, so every time he's undermined, it's like, oh, he's barely a villain at this point.
Yeah, he
just fucking sucks.
He's just a fucking, like, this fucking nerd.
Who? Fucking nerd.
Oh, God, it's bad.
Okay, and here's where I have this big block written down. Okay, so she keeps calling herself queen, but I don't think she is, and if she is, maybe she should try fucking ruling every once in a while and not leaving everything to her obviously overworked kid.
Or her obviously overworked steward.
Derek's meeting with all the kings, right? And
oh, yeah, that's right.
He's running down all the criminals for some reason. And meanwhile, she sits in her house alone and waits for him to plan her birthday party. I don't get it. So fucking John Paul starts singing about how he's such a fucking coward. Jean Bob.
Whatever.
Oh no, we're not even there yet because I have another note about the ransom note.
Oh god, that's right, he just shoves it onto an arrow.
Do you remember what the threat in the ransom note is when it's taken to Prince Derek?
No.
The threat is, if they don't comply with, I cannot even fucking remember what he wants. Because it's not the orb, he's gonna go get that himself. Oh no, he basically invites Derek to go get his mom back. And he says if he doesn't go get her, he's going to attack the kingdom. He didn't kidnap a damn kingdom! Why isn't it, I'm gonna kill the queen?
See, there are so many points in this movie where all I could think of is, why haven't you killed her? Why haven't you threatened her life? In any capacity. Okay, so now the frog starts singing about how he's such a fucking coward.
Well, but for some reason, nobody listens to him when he sings a song about how running into an obvious trap, like, obviously a trap, is stupid. All he's saying is that running into an obvious trap is stupid, and Odette's like, but that's what you do for friends. And no, it's fucking not, Odette.
Odette,
you don't die for your friends for no reason.
You die for your friends for a reason.
I think I spiked out my audio when I screamed at an imaginary person.
But that's the thing, right? Is like this PBS Kids special, this song that literally walked off of the set of the Electric Company, is like the frog singing about how he's a coward, and everybody else singing about how, you know, sometimes you gotta be stupid for your friends. And it's like, right, what lesson should I take away from this song?
What are you talking about?
What am I supposed to learn here? Because so far, my two options are die for my friends or be a coward.
I genuinely thought that Jean-Bob was going to sing this song about how it's stupid to run off to your death alone. And Odette was going to go after Derek. I thought that was the point.
You would think.
But it's not.
They just
says no, sometimes it's just what you do and stays at home.
We're like 30 minutes into this movie, and there are
the only
no
good
stakes.
thing about this movie. It's like 1 hour.
We are like halfway into this movie, and nothing has happened. Oh, wait, no, we're not. Not yet. Sorry. Because this is the point where fucking Clavius just waltzes into the castle.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, while she's eating dinner. Like, are there no guards?
Where are the guards?
Nobody.
Where are they?
There's not even some kind of butler to announce that a person has showed up. There's nothing. And here's the thing that you need to remember about Clavius, audience. He looks like a wizard. He is not.
He doesn't have magic.
He can use no magic until he steals the magic orb that he calls something stupid. The Forbidden Arts.
The Forbidden Arts.
It's a fucking, like, electric ball from the Science Museum.
Yeah, it's not...
sticks your hair up when you touch it.
And
he calls it the Forbidden Arts because he's a fucking lunatic.
The Forbidden Arts sounds like a fucking Banksy exhibit. It's so lame. Like, fucking...
I thought...
What?
He kept on talking about the Forbidden Arts. I thought it was going to be a book.
Yeah, right? Like, that would have been cool.
But it's not. It's just like a ball that gives you magic. Oh, and I have a big question. Why doesn't Odette punch him in the face?
Why doesn't she?
He's just an old
kick
guy.
His ass. He has nothing. He has no power. He has no strength. He's smaller than her by like 2 feet.
In the prime of her life, and her arms are probably buff as heck from flying.
Oh, man.
And the other thing is, on the other side, why did Claudius go see Odette?
Why didn't he just steal the fucking orb?
Nobody would have tried to stop him if he hadn't told her everything about his plan.
So, now Rothbart's stooge, who's in this movie, I think they call her Bridget?
Bridget, you said her name was.
So, Bridget and the 3 animals, who she can apparently understand, decide to steal the orb themselves. Gee, I wonder where the secret orb could be. I bet it's not behind this untouched, immaculate painting of the villain from the last movie. Fucking...
Well, to be fair, I think it's behind like a wall before that.
Well, God, yeah. Derek destroyed all of Rothbard's stuff except for this big-ass portrait.
Why do they live here? Like, there's a wacky chase sequence.
Oh my God!
Set to everybody's least favorite song from the last movie.
This chase sequence, physics, motion, and gravity mean nothing to these people.
Well, do you know what else means nothing, Andy? The passage of time, because I'm pretty sure I'm still watching this chase sequence.
It's this non-Euclidean space. They fall down the same flight of stairs 3 times in this fucking MC Escher-ass castle that Rothbard apparently built. And they moved into.
Why did they do that?
I bet the reason they don't have any guards is because they're all still perpetually lost in this Scooby-Doo mansion.
Oh, see, that would be cool if they were like, they'd moved into this castle because they were trying to unlock the secrets of it.
The secret of Castle Mountain.
Well, this is actually the castle at Swan Lake. Castle Mountain's a different castle.
Right. This is the... Oh, God, I don't even fucking know. So now we are halfway into this movie. We finally have some stakes.
Oh, do you know what we did not establish?
What?
that Clavius has locked up Odette.
Oh, right, he lost...
Fucking how?
Where did he get the keys?
Where did he get the keys? Why does she let him?
Why doesn't she have keys to her own castle that she lives in?
Why doesn't she push him down some stairs? Why isn't there a fight scene? Why doesn't he have to subdue her somehow? Why is she just, like, chill with being locked in a room?
Why doesn't she just snap his little nerd body in half with her buff swan arms?
I don't know. At the beginning of the movie, Odette was still an interesting character. And now she's not anymore. They just took everything she had away from her.
For no reason.
That's the thing. If there was a reason, it might still be interesting. But there's not.
So, we finally have some stakes in this movie. I forget what they are, but I wrote down that we have some.
Yes, no, I know the stakes. 1, if the Forbidden Arts is dropped, it will explode.
Right.
In apparently an extremely slow explosion. 2, if Clavius gets the orb, he will become, by his own words, but by nobody else's, the most powerful man in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we learned that means he will be as strong as, what the fuck is his name?
Rothbart?
As Rothbart was in the middle of the last movie. So, not actually that fucking, not strong enough to beat these two.
Not strong, yeah.
Beat him once.
Not strong enough to beat Prince Derek, who just shot an arrow at him.
I hate that this villain spends the whole time trying to be as strong as the villain from the last movie.
Who lost. Not even more powerful.
Who lost?
Just as powerful. We cut back to Derek falling into another trap.
I thought we turned Odette into a swan.
No, not yet. Because first we get like this long scene where Derek is playing like Ninja Warrior.
Hey, Clavius thinks pretty highly of himself, but throw a rock at him is a pretty basic murder plot.
Oh,
because
man.
that's the first trap that Derek walks in, and Clavius did not need to think it up. This was a trap that could have been pulled by fucking, is it Fennec?
Who?
Princess Bride.
Oh.
God.
Giant. Dude, no, this is literally just like booby trapping a room 101, right? Like a net that falls on you, a log with spikes,
just a bunch of
a pit,
booby traps.
Now we cut back to the castle and they have a puffin who can fly. That Prince Derek.
Can't fly.
Oh, that's right, because he broke his fucking tail. Sorry.
Tail. They've established that he won't be able to fly for 2 weeks.
So they have the Forbidden Arts, and Odette looks at Bridget and says, "You must know something about Rothbart's magic. The only solution to this problem is if you turn me into a swan."
Look, maybe she's just been missing it, okay? Maybe she needs to spread her wings.
She could have turned herself into the giant beast.
No, yeah, she could have.
Or even just a really big swan.
Hey, you know what? Yeah, she could have. Hey, but she could have, though.
She could have. But no.
Or wait.
But she could have.
Could she have turned Clavius into a swan?
She could have turned...
Like, what if she can only do swans?
Okay.
That's still fine.
Right, so... But nope. The solution is we have to turn Odette back into a swan, giving the entire title of this movie some purpose.
Right. I mean, I was waiting for something like this to happen the entire movie. But until you mentioned it, I didn't realize that, like... Yeah,
How many? Fucking...
More shit could have had, like, there's...
Well, I mean, and listen, to be fair to the writers of this movie, only Zeus knows the answer to the question, how many problems can be solved by turning yourself into a swan? So, they were in a pretty tight corner. They had to turn her back into a swan somehow.
Okay, like, I mean, they could turn her into a swan, but there's nothing stopping her from turning Clavius into a swan. And that would have also worked.
Or just turning herself into a really big swan, like a horse-sized swan.
Or turning everybody into a swan.
What if we turned
flying away?
What if we turned everybody into a swan? Zeus, probably. I made 2 Zeus jokes, and I know I shouldn't have, but just...
No, it's fine. Everybody loves Zeus.
No.
Everybody loves Swan Zeus.
So...
He gets the ladies.
So she turns herself into a swan and escapes. The animals play keep away for the fucking orb again.
Okay, I think it follows Odette for a bit.
Okay.
And then we go back to the animals.
And the animals get...
Because I think-
The forbidden arts get captured after Clavius captures Bridget and uses her to, like, lure out the others.
Oh, yeah. Because they go to the place where, when I saw it, I was like, oh, their castle is at Swan.
Yeah, that's when I realized it, too.
Yeah, which makes literally no
Why?
sense.
Why? What? Like, I know we've been saying this over and over again, but it is such a baffling thing that they would do this.
Because they're in that flooded tower or old well or whatever it is, and he sees the light from the orb and uses Bridget to like lure them out.
He gets into his flying balloon, and the animals hang on and follow him back.
Yeah, and I have a problem with this. So first we cut away to Derek and Odette, because Odette goes and saves Derek.
Yeah.
Because he has finally gotten caught by one of these traps.
Finally. Oh.
It is the mud trap.
It's like quick mud.
Yeah, that's not a real thing that exists.
It's like a bog pit.
Yeah.
Where you go to see all the cool
and she,
elephant bones.
Dives in with a rope to drag him out. It's a lot like The Princess Bride, actually.
Yeah. But less good. So when Derek fucking falls into the pit, he's like, "Oh, I'm fucked. I'm totally boned." And he looks at the dude who dropped him in, and he's like, "You can't just let me die like this." And for a moment, because this fucking henchman dude has been like following the every whim and command of the queen, I was thinking,
he's been like bipolar about being a henchman. He's been real hot and cold about it.
Yeah, he spent the first like the middle sixth of the movie being like wishy-washy about being this dude's henchman, but the moment like Derek asks him for help, I was thinking, oh, so this is the moment when the hench dude kind of changes his ways, you know, he reforms himself and becomes a better person. No, he doubles down on being an evil fuck, and he just looks Derek in the eyes and says, "Nah, I'm gonna let you die here, and it's gonna be painful." And then he leaves.
But here's the other thing, though. On the other end of this spectrum,
Yeah.
Odette's a swan.
Yeah.
She saves Derek, and he's like, "Why are you a swan?" And she says, "No time to explain." Isn't there?
There's gotta be a little bit of time.
Because you have to walk back to the castle, right?
Well, they have to walk to Castle Mountain. They're still on their way to Castle Mountain.
Well, no, they actually have to walk back to the castle at Swan Lake because they think the orb is still there.
Oh, that's right. God,
That's
I
until
forgot
the
about
balloon
that.
passes over them, they change course.
And then
So let's cut back to the aminals, because I have an issue here.
Okay.
Jean-Bob climbs up the wall and out the window to see Clavius leaving in his balloon.
Mm-hmm.
Earlier in this and in the last movie, there's a fucking hole. Now, why did he climb up the wall when there is a very well-established hole in the other part of the wall? He could just leave and then go up some stairs.
Well, they couldn't leave Bridget in the well.
She could also...
But she could have also escaped from the hole because the fucking...
The fucking dude escapes from the hole.
Oh my god, I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah! It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't... Alright, so... Yeah, no, you're good. Yeah, this movie has so many fucking plot holes. Holy shit.
And there's a long time when they're in the balloon, and I'm watching it, and I'm thinking, if he doesn't fucking do something with the orb soon, I will literally fall asleep.
Oh, so this fucking Clavius finally has the orb. He puts it on his little pedestal at home, and we get the craziest...
Be careful what you wish for, by the way. Don't ever write down, "Man, I hope so. I hope he does something with this
Yeah,
orb."
because, the monkey's paw curled its pinky. And, like, we get the worst, the most 80s rock ballad stupid fucking scene I have ever seen. It's so bad.
This song is fascinating in its complete stupidity. His voice changes. He summons a magic guitar for solo.
And then later a magic piano for a separate solo.
He uses ultimate power to mundanely summon gold and steal the queen's clothes. His lips no longer sync with his words. And this movie had done pretty well on that the whole time until now.
This is the point in the movie where whatever little money they had is rapidly going away.
And I was watching this, and I was comparing it to No More Mr. Nice Guy.
Yeah.
Which is not a good song and not a very good scene, but it's so much better at being an over-the-top magic scene.
This song...
This guy just, like, summons a pile of gold and is like, yeah, ultimate power!
The song's called, what is it, You Gotta Love It?
Oh my god.
And here's the thing, oh my god, there is a No Fear rap. What?
Don't. Don't.
No. Give me a sec.
Oh no, don't.
No, it's fine. We'll save it. I just... What? Okay, I think I found it. I'm gonna hold on to this.
Oh no.
I'm gonna hold on to this. Let's get back to this insane sequence, though.
I am cold now.
No, I can hear Tony's soul leaving his body. Okay, fuck, man. And it's so long.
It's so long.
And it's like these reused animations of him playing electric guitar, like floating around his tiny room, and the queen telling him that he's a worthless piece of shit. And I really need to stress that, like, he just has a magic electric guitar.
Right. It's not actually... We don't actually see an electric guitar.
Because...
He summons a blue shape.
Of a guitar.
That's shaped like an electric guitar, but there's no, like, strings, there's no anything. It's just like... And he just makes the movements on it as the guitar plays.
And then later summons a magic piano silhouette that he does the exact same thing on. So now we cut to Derek and Odette. They get to the lava pit. It's in between them and Castle Mountain.
Derek tells Odette, "You go to the mountain and go find my mother. I'll, I guess, go the long way because I don't have wings."
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
Yeah, and then he's stuck in a fight with Knuckles again.
And this time Knuckles is using his weapon of choice, his fists, which is a line that he says in the movie, I think.
Yeah, he does say that. I was gonna say Andy didn't come up with this stupid thing. This was in the movie.
And Derek, like a fucking... Like
Derek is a sucker.
He is, and also, like, really, like, so Derek defeats Knuckles. Knuckles is hanging from a ledge, and Knuckles looks up at Derek and says...
Over lava. There's just an open pit.
Yeah, and Knuckles looks up at Derek and says, "You can't let me die like this." And I was thinking to myself, man, wouldn't it be fucking stellar? Wouldn't it be dope as fuck if Derek just looked at him and says, "Wouldn't I?" And then just lets him die?
I wouldn't have liked that, but I kind of thought this movie might do it because I was just off the last movie where, like, yeah, sometimes people die.
Yeah, but that's the thing is we know Derek is, like, totally cool about killing.
Right, but then he helps him up, and, man...
He gets fucking played.
That's the thing. What I expect the hero to do is help him up and then punch him in the face.
And knock him out, yeah.
You don't let him get the next punch in. Right? You're like, okay, but I fucking won, and you're gonna leave now?
Yeah, like, I need to... Man, I was watching this movie in the library, in the Quiet Lounge. Let me tell you something, right? You never realize how public a library screen is until you're watching Swan Princess Escape from Castle Mountain on it, and you're thinking to yourself, I need to fill this screen with other stuff so that if somebody walks behind me, they don't think, oh, it's finals week, and this motherfucker is watching Swan Princess Escape from Castle Mountain.
You're switching over. No, I'm watching porn.
I was like, I had Twitter open, I had a bunch of images open, I had documents open, and the entire time I was thinking, is it crazier if I have other things open and I'm also watching Swan Princess Escape from Castle Mountain? What? And like 3 people walked behind me, and I was in like the Quiet Lounge downstairs during the least crowded time, and I was so self-conscious. I have never been more self-conscious about anything in my life. It doesn't help that like everybody around me is like doing projects and working on their theses and like, you know, studying, and
I get it.
And I'm just a fucking, like, this fucking guy watching not even a good princess movie, not even a subpar princess movie, right. Swan Princess Escape from Castle Mountain. So, I would have lost my shit in the library, though, if he had just let this man die, like it's something out of fucking Star Wars. Aw, man. But no, instead he gets played like a fucking loser.
Yeah, what what a sucker.
And
Odette comes back to save him because he got fucking got. And I do not understand what happened.
So she, like, flies at the evil dude, and the evil dude just catches her.
He, like, catches her, ties her up with a belt, and kidnaps her. How does he fucking know to kidnap this Swan?
This guy went from being, like, the most useless henchman of all time to being so competent that he, in a single, like, movement, catches the Swan Princess and kicks Derek to his death.
Do you know what I was genuinely afraid of when he started tying her wings? Because he thought she was a fucking swan. I thought he was just gonna drop her.
Well, he does do that later.
Yeah, but by accident, because he's a fucking...
No, like
By then, he's not a badass.
No. He, like, holds her off of the edge of the wagon thing and says, now I'm gonna just drop you. And I was like,
oh, yeah.
What? Holy shit, this henchman has, like, upgraded himself to being Darth Vader.
Yeah, and then he dies.
And then he dies, like a Star Wars death, which was pretty cool, you know? Yeah, so Derek, like hangs onto a tree and doesn't die in lava, climbs up, tightrope walks across the...
Oh, yeah, we didn't really establish this, but to get to Castle Mountain, you need to get into, like, a... What do you call it?
It's a gondola, right? Or...
Yeah, a gondola. And, like, pull yourself across. And the bad guy was using the gondola, so Derek tight-roped across the top.
Of the gondola rope. And so the bad guy goes to drop Odette over the edge, and in order to save her, Derek cuts the rope of the gondola, swings down, catches her, and just leaves the henchman to fall into the lava and die.
Yeah. No, because he has lost the spark of humanity that allowed Derek to save him.
Yeah. Like, he twice looked Derek in the eye and said, you're going to die a painful death. Derek doesn't give no shits anymore.
2 strikes, man. That's it.
Yeah, the third strike is when you hit the lava.
Oh, God.
And so... Oh, and so now we cut to my next least favorite scene in this movie. Fucking...
Okay, even at the top of this scene, I need to talk about it, because during the song... He had changed the queen's clothes to make her a peasant. And now, did he change her back?
Did he change her back into queen clothes?
Because she's back in queen. Did she just have another pair?
Yeah, she just changed. A queen never leaves for her birthday without 2 dresses.
Man, she's ready to party hard.
And also just fuck, no offense to the voice actress who played the queen, but man... Every line that she delivers is this, like, grating.
Here's the thing about the queen character. Her entire reason for being in the last movie was to get her son married.
Yeah, like, she was, like, shipping out her son.
I was so shocked that she was a major character in this movie. Because there's no character to work with from there.
There's nothing.
Yeah, and so every time she opened her mouth to just, like, be an angry queen, I was like, what are you doing? There's nothing here. And so Clavius decides, I'm so mad I'm going to turn her into an animal so she'll shut up. And this fucking dipshit. There are like 1 billion silent animals. And Clavius needs to die a slow death for being a worthless villain.
He turns her into a yak, one of the loudest creatures in existence.
He turns her into an elephant.
He turns her into a monkey. He turns her into a parrot.
What the hell?
My guy.
What the hell was he?
And now don't get me wrong. I am currently struggling to think of an animal that is pretty quiet because most animals are really fucking loud. But like,
no. Let me do this for you. My first thought was slug.
Yo, yeah.
We could also do a fish. And that would be pretty fucking mean.
You could have also just killed her.
He could have just killed her. It wouldn't be hard. He could probably turn her into a statue or an inanimate.
Oh, God, yeah. I know this from experience. Dead people don't talk much, right?
Yeah. Yeah, well, sometimes they make certain sounds.
Yeah, but that's like, like gases and stuff, right?
Yeah.
That's natural.
But usually they're not very chatty.
Fuck, it's so bad.
Now, if there were a rule in this universe that you can't kill someone with magic...
Nah, man, the king got fucking owned in the last movie. And he wasn't bleeding, so...
That's true.
No fucking ill will to any of the voice actors in this movie, right? It's not their fault that their lines were garbage.
Yeah.
But fuck, it's grating to the ears.
So, Derek and Odette get in.
They show up.
All the animals are in. Derek and Odette get in. Everybody shows up. Derek says, "You get my mother, leave the orb to me." And I was like, yeah, right, Derek. You fuck up everything all the time.
He does.
We're gonna let you near the bomb.
So he starts fighting Clavius. He holds his own for...
He does okay because Clavius is a fucking...
Right, that's the thing, right? Is Derek has finally found the one person stupider than he is. And he still manages to lose.
Here's the thing about Derek. Okay, he knows he's not that smart.
Mm-hmm.
Clavius is convinced he's a genius. That's the difference here. But like, Clavius summons a sword to fight Derek.
Oh my...
Derek's like, yeah, okay, I can do that. And he fights the sword. So they're fighting until Clavius notices that they have gotten the queen out of her cell. And he, like, turns on them and Derek attacks him. Is that what happens?
Something.
I'm trying to...
Derek, no, at this point I think Derek has been thoroughly owned. He is like Sidious shocking Luke to death, slowly chipping away at Derek's vitality.
Oh, yeah.
Because I remember because there's like a scene, right, where Derek just stands up later where he's just wearing like this V-neck, I guess, because somebody at the animation team was like, man, you know what this animated movie for kids needs? Some fan service for the ladies.
Jean-Bob jumps on Clavius's face. Because for some reason they decided that his character progression is going to be cowardly until he kills himself instead of something that
well, that's sense. Right. That's something you gotta do for your friends sometimes, is die for no reason.
Yeah. But anyway, he does get killed by magic.
He gets killed.
At the same time, Derek uses an opportunity to get the orb.
Yes.
So now they're all on the, like, balloon.
And in a pretty clever trade-off on Derek's part, he holds the orb in front of him, right? Like, if you fucking shoot at me, we all go up. Which is good. Like, good on you.
Yes. Smartest thing he's done in this movie.
So, the animals drag their dead friend onto the balloon. Derek gets on, and they start to fly away. Clavius, in a last-ditch effort to do anything with his life, holds on. Yeah. He has magic. He could turn himself into a swan. Like,
but does he now? Does he have magic because Derek has the orb?
Yeah, no, because he still had the magic. Like, Derek's whole thing is like, I'm going to get back to the castle. I'm going to destroy this thing. So, and you can't do anything with your magic that you got from this orb. Why doesn't Derek have magic? Why doesn't he turn himself into a swan? None of this movie makes any fucking sense. So...
Well, okay, wait. I never bought that Derek could use the orb because as far as I could tell, the only people who could use the orb were Bridget and Clavius because they actually knew how to use it.
But all he did was put it on a pedestal.
Yeah, but maybe he had prepared spells or something.
Alright, maybe.
I think he must have had some knowledge of how this thing
But the thing is, right, is he still had magic, right?
Yes, he did still have magic. He did, yeah. But he goes after them without magic.
And instead of using it in any intelligent capacity, he grabs onto the rope of the balloon. Oh yeah, by the way, we forgot to mention this, but Clavius has like a hot air balloon that he uses to get around. No, we didn't. We just kind of started talking past it.
Yeah, I think we kind of referenced it a couple times. He's got like a fucking balloon to get to his castle because he doesn't want to use.
Yeah, because he's not strong enough to use the gondola, so he just has a hot air balloon. So he hangs onto the rope of the balloon, climbs up to get it.
Oh my god, and Derek sees this, then like turns away, and is like, where'd he go?
Where could he possibly be?
Fucking...
This movie is so fucking exhausting with how dumb every character is on screen at all times. I should point out that I was glad John Bob was dead.
He was just so annoying.
Why were his friends sad about it?
Yeah, I didn't feel bad for a second. Partially because I knew that if you spent that much time on a cartoon character's death when there's still 10 more minutes, he's gonna come back to life.
Which we'll get to.
Oh, we will fucking get to it.
So, Clavius jump scares Derek into dropping him and the orb, and the orb explodes. And
I cannot stress this enough, the slowest explosion.
If Clavius had any agency, he could have gotten out. There was a gondola. Oh wait, no there wasn't.
No, there wasn't a gondola. You'd have to jump.
Yeah, I guess he was kind of fucked either way, but still.
It wasn't an explosion as much as it was like a slow fire.
Yeah, like a slow electric fire, which electric fire is gonna be the name of my new synth pop band. And there's a point where Derek is like, tells Odette to fly and save herself. Like, my dude, you're already free. Nothing's gonna happen.
He tells her to just save herself, and I'm like, is something gonna happen with this explosion?
No.
And the answer is no. He's fine. Everyone's fine.
But for a brief second, I thought, oh, maybe Castle Mountain is gonna explode like a volcano. There is lava. No,
nothing happens.
Nothing
There's
happens.
not a scene where she needs to like save the balloon or anything. It's just nothing happens.
It's infuriating.
But here's the problem. See, Derek didn't want to destroy the orb because that's the only way to change Odette back.
So they get back to the castle. Odette is still a swan. Derek is not cool with Zeusing it up with her for the rest of his life.
He's willing to experiment, but like, that's the end of that joke.
Okay, I was gonna say, you're gonna go further with that, or can we just move on? They have one hope. They have one chance. They have one thing they can do, and it's maybe when the moon rises over Swan Lake, like in the last movie, she'll turn back into a human.
Now, let me talk about the rules the last movie established for human swan transformation. Mm-hmm. By the rules, Odette will become a swan again come sunrise. And, way more importantly, Jean-Bob is still gonna be dead.
Here's the thing, is Jean-Bob is fucking dead. And Odette is, like, cradling his very dead body in her swan arms.
In nowhere in the rules is it said that the moon turns you into a girl.
And brings frogs back to life.
brings frogs back to life.
And so here's the thing, right? Is when she turns back into a princess, John Bob's limp, dead body is just hanging out on her shoulder. And I was thinking, oh man, so he's like really dead. And then he just hops back to life. An empty visage of his former self. Because when you die, you lose something.
Yeah, what they didn't tell you about necromancy is that you don't come back right. We already made a monkey's paw reference, but we could make another one.
Well, I mean, if we wanted to do, like, and also nobody professed their undying love for John Bob, which is a thing that somebody could have done to bring him back to life.
Look, man, who?
Right, because nobody actually loves this fucking annoying piece of shit coward.
This was a bad movie, but what depressed me about it wasn't Balto 2 bad. It wasn't like crazy over the top.
It wasn't a quest.
Completely mediocre. It was just nothing. It was what I expected Swan Princess 1 to be, but Swan Princess 1 is like a pretty good movie.
Yeah,
like not very good.
It's fine. Swan Princess 1 is fine. Like if they had a little bit more money and a little bit better of a I don't know. Like again, we don't know enough about how this movie was made to really talk about it, but if they had a little bit more money, a little bit more time, some better writing and pacing, it could have been great. But it was good. Yeah. And good is fine, right?
It's good. I think Roger Ebert gave it like a 3 out of 5. And I was like, yeah, you can sort of see how Richard Rich? Yeah. How this Richard Rich guy knew what went into making the Disney movies from where he came from. But it just isn't a Disney movie. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, that's what it is. It's just not as good as what I'm used to, but it's still good.
It's still, yeah, right, like...
Swan Princess 2 is just nothing. It's just nothing.
It's less than nothing. It is...
I wanted it to be crazy. And they couldn't even throw in a villain that was insane.
Well, that's the thing, right, is like by the time this movie hits the craziest it's gonna be, which is magic electric guitar, we're already 10 minutes from the end of the movie. I was so tired. Now, listen, Tony. Mm-hmm. Do you want to listen to the No Fear rap?
Andy, there is nothing I want to do less than that.
Tony. I need you to look up and find the No Fear rap so that we can listen to it live.
This is going to... I'm just going to press play. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's live.
Oh, dear.
That makes sense. Me, man.
Let me give you the word. You're not the only one who's ever come undone inside.
And you just can't hide the way you feel, because the feelings are real and you have to deal with that.
But believe me, it's true. There are things you can do to pull you through, so you can say no.
You gotta say it again.
Oh my gosh! Times 10. The adrenaline's pumping.
Your senses are jumping, but you feel
No fear.
no fear.
First you start with preparation.
Okay, you can stop. You can stop.
No, that's it. We're done now.
My God.
Fuck me, man.
Holy shit. Man, when I heard Odette start rapping, I was like, no.
Not okay.
Oh my God. How? How did anybody okay this?
Are you still coming through on the speakers too? I need to unplug these fuckers. I got them for like $2.
Holy
There was a
shit.
sound I made that I think may have sounded like laughing, but it was actually choking.
The sounds I made that sounded like laughter were my soul trying to escape my body and me holding it in with my hands.
That was so bad. Oh my god.
Who in 1997 thought, man, let's have somebody
1997. That was the prime time.
pretending to be Irish and a white girl to just start rapping. Fucking no fear. I have one very real fear, and it's this fucking rap. Oh my God.
We got almost a full minute into it, which I think is just fine.
Man, I think I felt like I was having a heart attack. I think I was having I could like see my body from the third person. That was amazing. That was worth it, I think.
So thank you for listening to Direct to Video.
VHS? Whew. Shit. We got... Oh, man. Oh, I have been your co-host, Royal... fuck. Nope, that's not it. Okay. Oh, shit. I'm fucking dissociating. Okay. I have been your co-host, Andy Reyes.
I've been your other co-host, Tony Robusto.
You can find me on Twitter at royalty_valens.
Oh god, you can find me on Twitter at Theater Bats.
You can find our podcast at direct2.video. You can also
Why would you want to at this point?
I mean, no, listen. I think this is our best one yet.
No.
So you can find it on direct2.video. You can also just find it wherever your local podcasts are distributed. Google Play, iTunes. Just make sure you give us that sweet 5-star rating. Or you know what? 0 stars. Maybe we deserve it at this point, right? Maybe we deserve it.
No. We suffer for our art. I demand a 5-star rating now.
Oh yeah, no, we deserve the 5 stars. But again, I won't blame anybody, right? If you were like 0 stars, these motherfuckers made me listen to a minute of No Fear rap.
I feel like I have been eviscerated.
Oh man. Real big thanks to Lee Rosevere for giving us Penguins on Parade.
Yeah, you ever want to listen to music that's not bad?
Just listen to Lee Rosevere.
Lee Rosevere's got you.
Music for podcasts, cleanse your spirit. Tony also does a bunch of other stuff. Tony, where can they find that?
Okay. There's inspiredbytrueevents.org, which is a comic about, funny shit sometimes. There's... God damn it. I still feel fucking weird plugging this one. There's basically my Pokemon fan fiction from when I played Pokemon and decided to start writing about it like a crazy person.
Mm-hmm.
That is SinnoTrainer1 on Tumblr. There's going to be links to both of those in the description because I don't believe any of you will follow them on your own.
I just started reading it when I had time, and it's real good.
I appreciate that. It's stupid as fuck.
It's real... Well, I mean, yeah, it's real dumb, right? But it's fun. It's fun. It's dumb fun.
Yeah.
It's wholesome. We're like really rushing through this. Okay, so...
Because we're so sad.
We're just so sad. God. Okay.
Hey, Andy.
Yeah?
How you doing?
I'm very sad. Very tired. I just got finished listening to a hot new track from 1997.
Oh, God. This is a bad bit. I went out of the bit. So, Andy, what are we going to listen to on our next full direct-to-video, which is obviously not going to be next week, but pretty close to Christmas, actually.
Yeah, real close to Christmas. A big shout-out to Travis McElroy for giving us this idea for a Christmas episode. We are going to watch, and I think a pairing that truly is like a fine wine, Scrooge from 1970 and The Muppet Christmas Carol.
And we're gonna watch the movies, and there's gonna be no raps.
Now wait,
It's gonna be good.
I think we're good. Actually, Scrooge 1970 does have a rap. Oh, look at that! It's No Fear. Wow. Well, fucking what a coincidence.
I'm closing the thing now. Stop recording.
Okay.
Gods, I feel so...
Man.
Yikes.
Fuck, man. I think I'm more dead than the ghost of John Smith right now.
Yeah. What if the ghost of John Smith listened to the No Fear?
That's...
More chairs.
Fuck, more chairs.
More chairs.
And you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm just going to give a quick shout out to Travis McElroy, right?
Yeah.
Or not my favorite McElroy brother, but you know, definitely in the top 3.
He's up there, yeah, one of the top 3. I really like Taco, which kind of puts Justin a little bit ahead, but I don't know. It's a tough call.
Well, you know, you're right. You like the McElroy brother who you see yourself in.
Travis is pretty fucking chill.
Yeah.
Travis is like he's like who I would want to be. Like he seems like a dude who was always kind of nervous, and now he's not as nervous anymore. And I would like that for me.
be the okay. We can't let this devolve into McElroy fan cast again. But yeah. Shout out to Travis McElroy
Don't
for giving
worry,
us this
I
idea.
clapped and ruined the audio.
God fucking damn it, Tony.
It's cool.
Take it from the top. A big. Try to be professional. Okay.